Have you ever lost something important, not because you were weak, but because of one small thought you didn't control? This is the story of Andrew, a young man known for his honesty and discipline. People trusted him, not because he was perfect, but because he was consistent in the small things. But one quiet thought, so small it felt harmless, slowly changed everything. Stay with this story, because what happened to Andrew doesn't start with action, it starts in the mind. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Andrew who lived in a small, quiet town where nothing much ever changed. He worked a simple job, lifting boxes in a warehouse by day and delivering goods by evening. It wasn't glamorous, but it was honest work, and that mattered to him. Andrew had a reputation. He never took what wasn't his, never cut corners, never lied, even when it would have been easier. His life followed a steady rhythm: wake up early, work hard, earn just enough, and sleep without regret. People didn't praise him loudly, but they trusted him deeply, and Andrew believed that was enough. One afternoon, an older man who owned a small but growing business was searching for someone he could trust to handle his deliveries. As he stood by the roadside, watching people pass, he noticed Andrew finishing a job, calm, careful, and unhurried. Something about that quiet consistency caught his attention. He approached Andrew, asked a few simple questions, then made an offer. "It's simple work," the man said, studying him carefully, "but it requires trust." Andrew didn't pause to overthink it. To him, it was still honest work. And without hesitation, he agreed, believing this was a natural step forward. The first task was simple. A small package, light in weight and low in value. "It's nothing important," the man said, "just handle it carefully." Andrew nodded and completed the delivery without a second thought. He didn't rush, didn't question, didn't look inside. To him, the job was exactly what it appeared to be: honest work, done properly. When he returned, nothing unusual had happened. No temptation, no hesitation. And in that moment, staying true to himself felt easy. The second task was different. The package was larger, heavier, and clearly more valuable. As the man handed it over, he looked at Andrew a little longer this time. "Are you sure you're as trustworthy as you seem?" he asked quietly. The question caught Andrew off guard. He felt a slight tension rise in his chest, a quiet discomfort he couldn't fully explain. Still, he said nothing and carried out the job as instructed. But on the way, a small thought appeared. Why did the man doubt him? It was nothing serious, just a passing thought. The final task felt different from the moment it was given. The man handed Andrew a sealed box, smaller than before, carefully packaged. "What's inside," he said slowly, "could change someone's life." This time, there would be no instructions, no supervision. Andrew would go alone. As he walked away, the weight of the box didn't come from its size, but from its meaning. No one would see him. No one would question him. For the first time, the job wasn't just about delivery. It was about who he would be when no one was watching. As Andrew walked alone, the silence felt different this time. The road was the same, the steps familiar, but his mind wasn't. A thought appeared, quiet and almost harmless. No one knows what's inside. He kept walking. Then another followed. What if it's something valuable? His grip tightened slightly. He tried to ignore it, but the thoughts didn't leave. They grew, slowly, patiently. What if I just check? That's not stealing. Just looking. He exhaled, trying to push it away, yet something deeper responded. "You've worked hard your whole life. Don't you deserve more than this?" Andrew didn't stop walking, but inside, something had already begun to shift. Eventually, Andrew slowed down, then stopped. The road was empty, the air still. For a moment, he stood there, saying nothing, as if waiting for the thought to pass. But it didn't. It stayed, quietly convincing. Slowly, he placed the box down and opened it. Inside, there was no gold, no treasure, just a few ordinary papers. Nothing of real value. Yet something had already been lost. Not in the box, but within him. When Andrew arrived, the older man was already waiting. His eyes moved briefly to the box, then back to Andrew. "Did you open it?" he asked calmly. The question landed heavier than Andrew expected. For a second, he thought about denying it. The lie almost formed, but it didn't come out. He lowered his gaze and admitted the truth. The man nodded slowly, as if he had already known. "This was never about the box," he said. "I've been looking for someone to trust with something far greater." Andrew felt a quiet tension in his chest. "You passed every task," the man continued, "until you were left alone, with your own thoughts." Andrew stood there, unable to say anything. A heavy feeling filled his chest as the truth became clear. He hadn't failed because the test was difficult, he failed because he didn't control his own thoughts. It started with something small, something he chose to ignore. And now, the opportunity was gone. He felt a deep sense of regret, not for what was inside the box, but for the person he had been in that moment. Andrew's mistake didn't start when he opened the box. It started with a small thought he didn't stop. At first, it felt harmless. Then it slowly became an excuse. And once he accepted that excuse, his action followed. That's how it works for all of us. We don't lose discipline in one moment, we lose it in our thoughts first. If you can't be honest with your own mind, you can't be consistent in your actions. Real discipline begins with the thoughts you choose to accept or reject. Sometimes, life doesn't test how strong you are, it tests how well you can control your thoughts. Because in the end, no one is watching you more closely than your own mind. And the smallest thought, if left unchecked, can quietly change your direction. If this story made you pause and reflect, share it with someone who might need it. And subscribe for more stories that may change the way you see your life.